Alright, welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager, and we are here for round 15 around Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. Max Verstappen's home turf, going to be filled with the Orange Army, and we're going to be looking forward to spoiling the party, and hopefully that will be the case. But, as we see in previous episodes, anything can happen from crashing into the lead to locking up to any shenanigans happening. So we are hoping for that not to happen. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to be good. Anyways, looking through our emails, our monthly car development report, things going good, gaining some speed and everything. And let's get underway for the race weekend.
It's another historic weekend of Formula One here at Zandvoort. The track has seen many unforgettable moments, like Gilles Villeneuve's three-wheeled lap at the 1979 Dutch Grand Prix, which cost him victory. What excitement lies ahead this year? There's never a dull moment at Circuit Zandvoort. It's fast, very fast, with long straights and wide curves. But it also features two heavy banked corners, where aerodynamic improvements are sure to help our drivers. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. Let the weekend begin! Here we are, back for more Formula One action as we prepare for qualifying. Drivers will have to demonstrate remarkable consistency as they progress through qualifying. Those at the very top of their game will be looking to lay down a lap time that sets them apart from their competitors. Sometimes that's a mere fraction of a second. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okay, Max Verstappen on pole for practice 3, but forgot to mention at the start of the video, both Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc will be taking engine penalties, and as you can see, Max Verstappen is also taking a grid penalty, so it's going to be us three, Bottas, Alonso, Ricciardo, and Nicholas Latifi taking engine or grid penalties, pretty much. Don't know what type, but this is going to be quite fun for qualifying. Alright, the confidence, Leclerc 65, Sainz 60, so not bad, it's alright from what we've seen. It's going to be moderate rain for qualifying and possibly practice 3, but Sunday is going to be full heavy rain, and that is going to be interesting. Well done. A 10-place grid penalty, alright. So, we're still going to try out for qualifying. Obviously, want to get up, so we can hopefully go for 1-2, and then it'll boost us to 11th and 12th. So that's not bad, but let's see what we can do in the meantime. Around the final corner, through the banking. What science is that going to be? It's going to be a 1 minute 12.9. Alright. Good lap so far. Yeah, Leclerc only setting greens. Alright. What's this lap going to be then? 125.7. Has everyone else gone on wets? Carter's not out. What about Norris? No, they're still on inters. Vettel going 8th fastest. We're also going to send Leclerc out.
No more rain, all clear.
You're good.
Are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean no more rain? Oh, you're taking the piss. Oh my god. Well, everyone's coming out into, so we're fucked, alright then. No, I'm just gonna call the player and there's no point.
Charles, pit lane.
Okay, copy that last message.
Yeah, there's no point doing another lap. Alright, checkered flag for Q1 on board of Daniel Ricciardo, as he's going to be the first out of the many to cross the line. And I believe that's Max Verstappen behind him as well. So Max will get the toe from Ricciardo, and what is Ricciardo's time going to be? A 1:16.7, only 6 fastest. Verstappen remains 3rd fastest. Meanwhile, George Russell with a 1:15.6, 4th fastest. Ocon goes 5th. Alex Albon, 8th fastest. Hamilton through the final corner. What is his lap going to be? Is it going to be enough? It should be enough, as he goes 6th fastest. Leclerc 15th, but will probably get knocked out. Meanwhile, Nicolas Latifi and Zhou Grenier, Leclerc knocked out. Zhou going 9th, the 2 Hasses getting out of Q1. So it's the 2 Aston Martins, the 2 Williams and Charles Leclerc, and Plum last. And what's his lap good time going to be going across the line? 3rd fastest. Purple in sector 2 as well, so this is looking very good. Perez going fastest with a 1:09.6. So if Sainz nails this last sector, he should absolutely dominate that last lap. As he goes across the line now, it's going to be a 1:09.0. That's a very good lap from Carlos Sainz there. Checkered flag for Q2. What is Ricciardo's time going to be? Is it going to be enough to get out of Q2? He goes 9th fastest, but he pushes his teammate down, Lando Norris. What about... Oh no, not Pierre Gasly. What about Yuki Tsunoda? He goes 9th fastest, Ricciardo in 10th. Zhou, meanwhile, goes 5th fastest. Pushes Ricciardo into the drop zone. He is out in Q2. Schumacher can't improve his time. What about his teammate, Lando Norris? For Ricciardo, is he going to get past? No, the 2 McLarens are out. As you go on board with Kevin Magnussen. The 2 Alpines making it through unless... But no, Magnussen can't improve, so Tsunoda, the 2 McLarens and the 2 Hasses are out in Q2. Sainz from provisional pole. He's going to need a really big time. He's going to want to really improve it here though, if he wants to keep that pole position, even though he does have a grid penalty coming up. But he's going purple in sector 2, which is good. See at the banking, you see the AlphaTauri up ahead, heading into the pit lane. What is this lap going to be? Is it going to be quick enough? If he doesn't improve. A yellow sector 3 for Carlos Sainz. But no, he doesn't improve his lap. As the checkered flag goes out for Q3. Max Verstappen going around the final corner. What is his lap going to be? You can see the Alpine up ahead of Fernando Alonso, staying 6th fastest. What about Max Verstappen? Can he get provisional pole? No, he stays 2nd, but that means Sergio Perez could have a chance to stick up into pole position despite the penalties up ahead. He goes 3rd fastest. George Russell, meanwhile, can he get ahead of Sergio Perez? No, he stays 5th fastest. What about his teammate, Lewis Hamilton? Can he move up a pace from 5th? Yes, he can, ahead of his teammate. He's in 4th. Pierre Gasly, Ocon going 8th. Pierre Gasly 9th. And Bottas 5th fastest. So Sainz is on pole. But with the penalties, it means Perez has moved up. For fuck's sake. Okay, so Sainz starting 10th, Leclerc in last. Alright then. Alright. It's all good. Fitting a new component for Leclerc for his ERS, so it's alright. This is what the strategy is looking like. How do you check the weather? Partly cloudy. Cool, okay, let's go.
I hope I'm not tempting fate here, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Taking a look here at Carlos Sainz. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? Leclerc there, down the grid. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. The teams are ready to go. The drivers are ready, and the crowds are waiting. It's the Dutch Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
I just realised Verstappen's fit. Perez leading the way, Hamilton in 2nd place.
Doing a very good job, Carlos.
George Russell getting past Joe Guanyu.
Ferrari advance the race position.
But look at this behind. Joe Guanyu trying to make a move past George Russell. And look at this. As Joe moves up into 3rd place, but Russell not backing out. But we'll probably have to as the Alfa Romeo is up ahead. But no, he's not. He's going down the inside of the Alfa Romeo. Sainz overtaking Pierre Gasly. But meanwhile, Max Verstappen on George Russell's tail. You can hear the fans roaring for approval for Max Verstappen. Meanwhile, his teammate Sergio Perez leading the way in this race.
Just keep the pressure on. You can do this.
Copy.
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Copy.
You see Max Verstappen looking to pass George Russell around the outside, but can't. He has to hold back. And here we are for the battle for the lead. Lewis Hamilton gaining on Sergio Perez. DRS flap open. Perez going defensive. Hamilton can possibly have a chance to make a move into turn one if he's close enough. Perez going defensive. Hamilton will just have to hold back for a little bit longer. But the lead is coming his way, it looks like, unless something happens. Hamilton with DRS. Perez covering off the inside.
Copy.
This is possibly Hamilton's chance to make a move as he goes round the outside of Sergio Perez. But Perez holding off, going defensive. Hamilton thought that there was an opportunity. He took it, and it just hasn't paid off. So he has to wait, but he is pushing. And here goes Lewis Hamilton now. Round the outside once again, but Perez holding him off. Hamilton just has to back out. You can see the pace on the Mercedes and how the DRS is helping. Perez with an amazing defense. Hamilton just has to hold back for another lap, but he will get past, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, on board of Charles Leclerc in 11th has Alonso up ahead.
Good job,
And
Carlos.
Pierre
Well done.
Gasly.
Old school pass.
Carlos Sainz is 5th meanwhile, battling for 4th against George Russell. We can see a replay in a sec.
Let's take a closer look.
As he's overtaken
Okay,
Joe
here's the
Guanyu
Ferrari.
round the outside of the banking. Pretty good exit there from Carlos. And that was a lovely overtake from the Spaniard. On board of Lewis Hamilton, you can see Max Verstappen in the distance. Hamilton could possibly go around the inside, and he could possibly send it down the inside as Hamilton, going over the curb. And Hamilton now, possibly in the lead of this race, unless Perez can hold him up. But Hamilton, possibly taking the lead. Perez going on the inside. The crowd is loving this battle. And they're still side by side, and Max Verstappen behind can possibly get past these two if they keep squabbling. You can see Perez just about pushing Hamilton off the track, but Hamilton not giving up in that fight. Look at this racing! They're still side by side at it. Can you believe this? Perez just about holding off, but look at this for racing. Hamilton going around the inside. And look at this, Max Verstappen catching up that fast. Look how much time these two have lost. DRS enabled Perez with that amazing defense, holding off Hamilton, and Max Verstappen is right behind the two. So Hamilton and Perez literally holding each other up by battling out. It was a very nice battle, but Verstappen now, he's going to be charged up. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. What has happened?
We have a yellow.
Copy.
Oh, Verstappen locking up in turn 10.
Let's see what happened there. Now here we see
What's
Max
happened here?
Verstappen. That lockup could have cost them dearly. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
It was a very surprising lockup for Verstappen, and it puts him in P8. But Hamilton is getting closer. As we're entering the start-finish straight, Perez going defensive, coming off the inside line. You can see Hamilton, that Mercedes is gaining. Hamilton could possibly go around the outside here on Sergio Perez, but Perez just defending off once again. What amazing defense we've seen from Sergio Perez for the lead of this race. He could possibly get his first win of the season. These two will be battling it out. The Ferrari is nowhere in sight. Carlos Sainz in 3rd place. Meanwhile, going through the back of the pack, you can see Russell, the 2 Alfa Romeos, Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, and Charles Leclerc. What? This is a crazy battle we're seeing here. 6 cars. See Charles Leclerc possibly going around the outside of Esteban Ocon. Oh my god. Can he make the move stick? He does have the advantage. The Alfa Romeo going very slowly. What has happened there? Oh, that's going to cost us a lot of time. Joe going very slowly. So that's just ruined it. But can Leclerc just get past? No. That has really ruined it. So Verstappen in 5th, so he got off light. Leclerc getting held up by the Alfa Romeo of whatever happened there. I don't even know what happened. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton taking the lead of this race. We missed out on that. Charles Leclerc just having to hold back once again as the Alfa Romeo goes defensive. Verstappen getting past George Russell. As you can see, Hamilton gaining on Sergio Perez. He could possibly make a move, but no, he just has to hold back. So it's an all 3 different team battle. Red Bull versus Mercedes, Mercedes versus Ferrari. Who is going to come out on top? That is the question. So on board with Charles Leclerc. Once again, going around the outside of Esteban Ocon. Look at this! Charles Leclerc getting past Esteban Ocon for P7, and now with DRS he could possibly get past Valtteri Bottas if he's close enough, but he's ERS.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Happens going to harvest, but look at Leclerc down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Can he get that move done? There's another yellow flag in sector 3, another car's gone wide. This is going to be an amazing side-by-side battle, but Leclerc just has to back out And someone has run wide. I don't know who
We've
that
just
is.
had
We'll
a
find
car
out.
run wide.
Magnussen running wide again in turn 2.
We can take a look now. Now just focus on the Haas.
Haas seems to be
Well, I
really
don't know what they
struggling
were
through
thinking
that.
there. They're completely off the racing line.
Expected some rain.
Rain being predicted. As Hamilton's thinking of going around the outside, but Perez is just far ahead. And look at the run Carlos Sainz is having. He could possibly go down the inside of Lewis Hamilton, is he? He's thinking about it as he goes around the outside of the banking, but Hamilton just defending off Carlos Sainz. But this battle's not over yet. You can see Carlos Sainz getting a good run and he's getting past Lewis Hamilton for second place. Sainz gets the edge and he does get past Hamilton for second place. Look at
They're
this!
doing a very good job.
Carlos Sainz in second place, getting past the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton.
We're hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
I'm going to tell Leclerc to lower the aggression, as rain is being expected, so we want Leclerc to pit, hopefully, when the rain comes, which will hopefully not be too long. On board of Lewis Hamilton, you can see Carlos Sainz thought about making the move, but there was just no space for Sainz to get past. This is going to be a very tasty battle on our hands, I can already tell. And look at the clouds getting very dark. And there's going to be 40% rain in a minute's time.
Rain
Now I
is
tell you that
imminent.
rain has come and rain has arrived. So this is our call
Yes, confirmed, raining.
to pit. But look at this. Rain has arrived. And we're going to put Leclerc on a set of wets.
So will box.
70% rain coming in 4 minutes time. Sainz going into the pits, me on Hamilton. I still feel like you can go on wets, so I'm going to do a gamble, and I'm going to leave Leclerc to be on wets, and then for Sainz, we'll see how it goes. Goes for inters. Verstappen pits for intermediates. Leclerc, he's going to do a stop. We're going to put wet tyres, just to see how they are. So it's going to be a risky gamble, but I do believe later on it may pay off because it's 70% rain. Plus, and before the start of the race, it did say it was going to be heavy rain, so these will pay off, I believe. 2.7 second stop. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez coming for his pits, so everybody's going for intermediates. Hamilton
Perez
will take the lead of this race. Russell coming in this lap. I wonder what Mercedes are going to put him on. Yeah, they're going to put him on intermediates. Leclerc catching up to Verstappen. Leclerc getting ahead of Sergio Perez possibly, and we do. So Leclerc getting past Perez despite Perez leading this race. So if Perez pitted the lap earlier, he could have possibly stayed in the lead, but that is cost him. Leclerc up into 4th place.
No more rain.
Copy that.
I think we're going to box Leclerc for a new set of intermediates.
Box.
Copy box.
Because the wets are...
Pit
Oh my
lane.
god, you're just speeding through the pit lane there. Because those wets are wearing out a lot more than the intermediates, and that is quite surprising, but kind of expected. So Leclerc should get ahead of the AlphaTauri, only losing 2 places.
Billy.
So we're going to tell Sainz to pit this lap. We're going to put him on medium tyres. As people going into the pit.
Just charge the pack.
Copy.
I'm going to pit Leclerc next lap. I didn't really expect the Alfa Romeo to be boxed in that lap. But everyone going for soft tyres. Leclerc coming in for his pit stop. Did he just go through the Aston Martin?
So Verstappen in the pit lane now.
Anyways, Leclerc on a fresh set of softs. Verstappen fourth. Russell for his pit stop. The third. Perez surprisingly still in intermediates. Perez does go into the pits. Hamilton stays out but has Sainz on the tail. So look, there's a Williams showing up.
Press overtake.
Copy.
Oh, Sainz spun! Sainz spun while trying to overtake Hamilton! Oh my god, no!
Let's have a look. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
I just lost it through the corner!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The
No!
car's just gone.
Fuck! The Sainz will have DRS, and look at the straight line speed on that Red Bull. Can you put, I mean, on the Ferrari, and he goes round the outside. Can you possibly make the move stick? He's not falling back though. He could possibly go round the outside, switching to the inside, and Carlos Sainz does get past Sergio Perez for third place. Oh my god.
Good job.
That was a pretty confident overtake from Carlos Sainz. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen in second. No ERS for Sainz.
Copy. Copy.
Hamilton still in the lead of this race. Verstappen is catching up to Hamilton, and look at Max Verstappen with the DRS. This is going to be a crazy battle as Max Verstappen goes down the inside for the lead of this race and gets past Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, copy.
Leclerc sent the fastest lap with a 1:10.9. Hamilton having to go defensive, but look at the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. Look at that straight line speed, and not one but two Ferraris can possibly get past. As look at Charles Leclerc around the outside of Hamilton. But Hamilton just about defending up, but Leclerc's not giving up without a fight. Look at this, it's supposed to be two Ferraris going. Getting past the Mercedes as Leclerc gets past Lewis Hamilton.
Come on.
Hamilton from first to second to fourth. Meanwhile, the two Ferraris battling out as Leclerc could possibly make a move down the inside of his teammate Carlos Sainz, and he's going to go for it, is Charles Leclerc, and this is going to be real feisty but costly as Leclerc goes down the inside of his teammate Carlos Sainz for second place, but Sainz ain't backing out, but he probably will have to at this rate. But no, they're still fighting it out. Sainz will get DRS, Leclerc will get past, and does keep second place. You can hear the fans cheering on for their home race and cheering on for the Dutch driver of Max Verstappen. He has started back in fifth. He's going to go back and finish in first. Turn up to the max as Max Verstappen wins in Dutch. He wins in Netherlands. Max Verstappen wins the Dutch Grand Prix. Turn up to the max. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz finishing home in second and third. Hamilton would be slightly disappointed with the result, as we thought that he could possibly get another win in his career and possibly his first in the season, but no,
I believe in you too.
it's only fourth.
Okay, we'll have a chat later.
Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. And after all that hard work, surely it's time for them to enjoy this moment. Ferrari must have some mixed feelings after this. They didn't do too badly, but they can definitely do better.
They are a solid team and will be looking to solve their issues. Hopefully, we'll start seeing stronger results from them soon.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructors' standings.
We now look ahead to the next round in Monza in Italy. The Temple of Speed is waiting and the teams will be ready and raring to go.
Alright, Max Verstappen with P1 in his home race, so fair play to Max, fair play, fair play. Charles Leclerc, meanwhile, on the podium from last, we must add, as he gains 18 spots. I can't lie, that was a fucking amazing drive there. Carlos Sainz moves up third place from where did he start? P10. Yeah, it was P10. Had to double check. Anyways, Verstappen gets ahead in the drivers, ahead of Carlos Sainz in third by 4 points. Charles Leclerc extending his lead. We're going to want to win more races. We want to extend that lead for Charles Leclerc. We do extend our lead meanwhile in the constructors, and look at the gap. Absolutely phenomenal. We didn't get the win and what we wanted mainly around here, but we had grid penalties, so I can guarantee if we started in the front, we would have definitely gotten a win. We did have the pace, but at least we got the grid penalties out of the way. We got a new fresh engine for Monza, especially as they said, known to be the Temple of Speed. So that is what we need. We need as much power in the engine as possible. And we did take 2 penalties for Leclerc for his engine and his ERS. So he should be alright as we get a new upgrade completed with the side pods, which is simply lovely. What is this? Anyways, this is going to be the end of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content on the channel. Put your post notifications on if you want to be the first to view my video. And I will see you lot in the Temple of Speed of Monza.